welcome to another This Week in Transition broadcast here from our outdoor studio in Sevierville, Tennessee. So grateful for another window of sun on this Thursday. I don't know what's going on with the weather here, but it seems that Thursdays are the days recently that the rain wants to come. So we got a little rain last Thursday. They're saying we're going to get some stuff again this Thursday. Hopefully the strong winds don't blow too hard, and we're able to kind of keep our outdoor space here anchored in. And but yeah, just grateful that we're blessed with the sunshine again to get this broadcast out to you guys, and just thank you for tuning in. A couple different updates and some cool stuff that did this last week. Made our way to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Actually a small town called Grutley Lager, about half an hour, 45 minutes outside Chattanooga, for Alphapalooza Festival, which was just a really great time to hang out with some people, meet some new people, meet some new connections, make new friends, and saw a good buddy of mine, a few friends actually I hadn't seen in quite some time. But my buddy Steven was out there drumming on some awesome beats, laying it down with a band called Lucidia. Awesome electronic jam sound, and just awesome. I mean, they really blew it out of the water. So it was great to go out there and also to just spend some time, sharing with neighbors, more neighbors and people around the area of what's going on next door here in Sevierville. So it was just really cool to go out there and see a property I hadn't been to yet, and get to connect with some of the people out there as well, for potential future events, or just even, how we can grow an alliance between more land projects here in Tennessee. So that was really cool. I'm really, really thankful made it out that way. And so leaving there, with limited resources and no vehicle, was put in a situation that, was conscious and willingly put in, but nonetheless, presented with another opportunity to explore the awesome world of hitchhiking, and, thumb and rides here in the States, which I haven't done in several years. And it's just it's interesting to see the contrast between doing that here as opposed to down in Costa Rica, where it's just such a more common practice. You see so many more people down there using a thumb, to get from one place to the next, and the response from the people living there is so much more willing and accepting, for the most part anyway, to kind of give people rides or help people in that way, or to post ride shares and that sort of thing. And I really think that that's just such an awesome thing, not only as one experiences personal resource limitation, but as a society, as a planet, as a whole, really worth considering some of these alternatives for transportation to get around from one place to the next, whether it's to work, or an event, or a festival, or a gathering, or just traveling in general. If we're going long distance, really good for us to consider offering rides to others, or looking at people who might could use that, or if we're looking to get somewhere, definitely worth considering finding a rideshare opportunity or hitchhiking. It was a really, really awesome experience, really affirming, really encouraging, to really get to connect with someone beautiful and really share a blessed journey with somebody out here, actually all the way from Chattanooga to the driveway here in Sevierville. And just really, awesome ride. We were actually singing songs and telling stories and all sorts of awesome stuff on the way, and so it's just so great to see the response from the universe, the response from just doing well, doing good, serving others, being of service, and just putting out one's best and the most positive energy that one can. And I feel that we see a reflection of that when we're in these sort of situations and we have these sort of opportunities. I really feel like those are, like I said, affirmations that we're really giving it our best and that we're doing right for ourselves and for others, and that's why we're blessed in that way. So just a really cool experience to make it back here after that, and really felt inspired when we got back here to share that experience, and not only share that, but to kind of find some tips and some articles and things like that talking about hitchhiking and how that's something that is not only safe but something that is recommended, and kind of finding the positive aspects of that outside of maybe what movies have shown us, or these horror stories that people tell. And granted, there's definitely another side of things worth considering, though it's definitely a great thing to look into and really take into consideration when we're making these travel plans, or going from one place to the next. And there's another a website that I found called thumbbrides.com, which is an awesome platform they've created for offering rides or searching for rides to different places, and just a bit more organized and maybe a bit more safe than what people typically think to do with thumbing a ride or hitchhiking. So putting some of those articles on the comment box below. Again, if you're watching right now, I definitely encourage you to share your response, share some of your engagement with this video. So like or love, or I don't know if anybody's getting angry about hitchhiking, but if you're angry, definitely feel free to share that as well. But yeah, it's just really awesome to make it back here and have that experience, and really put that together so that we can see more of that. We can have more of that happening. So I wanted to share a little bit about that in today's broadcast. And again, look in the comment box below, and some awesome links I was able to find. And being back here and really looking at where we're at now, where we've gotten over the last month or so here, spending a lot more time making some progress here closer to the barn, after last month, a big focus on getting things ready for our transition gathering, and now kind of more setting things up for the home site and the workspace and some of that. So as we've been spending more time here around the barn, felt it made sense to clear and start putting together, building our first garden space, our zone 1, and permaculture principles right here next to the barn. So cleared this space and really putting together design for the circular area that we have, thinking kind of something like a pie, or a orange slice or a lime slice or something like that, and kind of seeing something coming together there. So excited for that. And one of the big ideas that came up when we started moving forward with that was that this could be a really great way to show tangible participation and contribution for people wanting to participate and be a part of building our foundation and really getting things started and growing here in our transition hub here in Tennessee. And so opening up the opportunity for people to have their own garden box that we would dedicate to them, and set a plaque with their name as this person really contributed and joined the movement, joined this join the tribe and join this community in the capacity that they had, and just really honor that. Again, a way to represent a tangible representation of people's participation and contribution, and just role in this organization, in this community, in these projects that grow from this hub. So listed that on the Patreon page, and kind of sorting through some of the details there. If you're interested in that, I definitely encourage you to check out either Patreon or our website, www.transitiontribe.com. There's a donate page on there. Definitely just send us an email with your contribution, and let us know your interest in kind of being a part of this community-supported agriculture, this community garden project. Thinking that would be a really awesome way to do that, and also just starting this garden space in general, getting some of the food production going, taking into consideration being able to open up plots for maybe so a lot of the neighbors around here kind of have their own gardens going on, but maybe an opportunity to really open up plots to serve some of the inner city Knoxville folks out there, or even Atlanta. Some of the people that have been following Germination's progress over the years, giving them an opportunity to really grow something on some land out here in Tennessee as well. So looking into some different things and considering those things. But yeah, it's just exciting to see our first garden space cleared out, and really putting some energy into that. Just yesterday, actually went a few miles down the road off Newport Highway here, and met a couple who's just doing some awesome things. They've got a few acres over there with chickens, and they've been there for, I believe, a little over a year and a half. I'll include the link here in the comments as well to their project, but they're growing organic food, all sorts of organic produce. Like I said, they got chickens, so they're producing some awesome eggs, and they're wanting to kind of direct their energy from what I understand to be a nursery primarily for a lot of different just all sorts of awesome stuff. They gave me a few onion seeds and a few just different things to start here. So excited to put that in the ground, as well as just really encouraged and excited that we have some awesome neighbors that are not only producing, not only doing that, but also really excited as well to share their knowledge and share their project, and kind of collaborate on different things and to teach. And so excited to spend some more time with them, checking that out, and for them to be out here and spending some time here as well. So great to meet new neighbors and really strengthen ties with the community, and form some allies that are right next door. So that was really awesome as well. And yeah, it's really exciting, like I was mentioning a little bit ago, to be now focusing, shifting our focus a little bit to upgrading the comfort and the capacity of the working and living space here out in Tennessee. Clearing out some of the space in the barn, and just kind of seeing what's usable, what's not, what are we doing with the piece of this barn that needs to come down. What are we doing with this wood? A lot of the feedback that I got last week from a post that I made was to scrap this barn wood and sell that, and then buy some lumber to build from. So really just looking at all these different options, and getting ourselves a space that is nice, dry, and just just really comfortable and really supports a more thriving environment for some of the different work that's off the land as well. So really excited to see how that keeps coming along and sharing that progress with you guys. So yeah, lots of just exciting stuff happening here around the barn. Didn't expect this to be as maybe kind of silly, but I didn't expect this to be the first space to be building from. I'm a little extra ambitious sometimes, and so I wanted to spend some time kind of building a cabin out in the middle of the field, and that's something that will come here in the coming months. But right now, really just using what we have right here, right now, to really give ourselves that capacity in the present. So yeah, just excited to see that, like I said, the garden coming together, clearing out this space in the barn, and yeah, looking forward to showing you guys the space once it gets cleaned out and we get set up in there. So brings me to my next point, and wanted to close up the broadcast today by sharing a lot of different exciting events going on here in the U.S. as well as in the rest of the world. Specifically down in Costa Rica. Coming up in August is the Sustainable Living Expedition. So you guys may have tuned in to me sharing a little bit about that in previous episodes. But just an awesome 8-day expedition down in Costa Rica, southern Costa Rica, touring regenerative projects, impact centers, communities, and just really experiencing firsthand what it's like to live in Costa Rica and live a sustainable lifestyle, a regenerative lifestyle, what it means to live in community, what it means to use renewable energy, and how that plugs into different facets of a community or a project, and how just a lot of awesome demonstrations being showed throughout that 8-day expedition. And what's really, really awesome about the expedition is that depending on the group coming down or the people signing up, they really cater the expedition to the group, to kind of cater to specific interests in a customized manner, to really give everyone who's participating the most valuable experience that they could have. As if Costa Rica wasn't valuable enough, they're providing you with that customized experience as well as a loaded flash drive at the end of the expedition with a massive library of sustainability resources, community development resources, and just a lot of awesome stuff to bring back home with you, so you can be applying that knowledge and applying those things into your community and where you live. So that's a really opportunity, again, coming up in August 6th through the 13th. So definitely check that out. If you check out their website, www.sustainablelivingexpedition.com, definitely remember to use the code transitiontribe when you register. And that'll actually get you a free 2-hour massage with your expedition retreat there. So really, really, really encourage you to do that and to really check that out. Beautiful, beautiful place, Diamante Center, where you get to spend your nights and wake up with yoga, organic food, just really incredible experience with some awesome people that I've had the incredible pleasure of working with. So again, sustainablelivingexpedition.com, check it out, Transition Tribe. And if you can't make it to Costa Rica, I definitely urge you to consider the Sustainable Living Tour put on by Earth Journeys out in Southern California. And the Sustainable Living Tour is a 12-day journey through Southern California to a bunch of different sustainable projects and different communities and impact centers that are doing incredible things out there as well. A similar concept, but here locally, and really just an awesome opportunity again with some great people. I've also had the pleasure of working with, doing some really great things out there in Southern California. Sustainable Living Tour, earthjourneys.com/tour. Again, Transition Tribe, when you register, will give you priority on the bus. There's a pretty exciting amount of interest and people applying to jump on the bus for this Sustainable Living Tour. So with using the code Transition Tribe, when you register, it gives you priority to kind of jump ahead and get your application reviewed in the top of the list there. So again, I encourage you to check that out. Definitely, if you can't make it to Costa Rica, there are opportunities here as well. And excited to see some of those things come out here to the southeast when the time is right. So yeah, I'll post the links to those as well down in the comment box, so you can find those. And that pretty much wraps up this week in transition, and I look forward to catching up with you next week. Much love. Blessings.